This will happen in 1 hour. Someone will give you a surprise in your life. My beloved child, the next 1 hour is not just time passing, it is destiny moving. While you are watching this, someone else is already restless, already replaying memories, already holding back words that refuse to stay silent any longer. This hour was written long before today, hidden inside delays, disappointments, and moments when you thought nothing was happening. But something was happening, silently, powerfully, invisibly. The universe did not rush this moment because what is coming needs precision, not speed. When the clock shifts, you will realize that waiting was protection, not punishment. Amen. 111. Right now, there is a person thinking of you with intensity they can no longer control. They tried to delay it, tried to stay logical, tried to convince themselves, not now, but the pressure inside their heart has crossed the limit. This surprise is not random, it carries emotion, truth, and intention. It may arrive as a message, a call, a visit, or a sudden confession, but when it comes, you will feel exposed and understood at the same time. This is the kind of surprise that answers questions you never asked out loud but carried every single day. Amen. 222. So pause, breathe, and lock this truth into your spirit. Something huge is waiting for you. Not later, not someday, within the next hour. This moment will not announce itself loudly, it will simply arrive and change the direction of your thoughts, your confidence, and your future steps. Stay alert, stay grounded, and do not underestimate small signs, because big shifts often enter quietly. The countdown has already started, and nothing can stop what is already on its way to you. Amen. 333. Listen carefully now, this is the moment most people miss because they underestimate silence. While nothing seems to be happening on the surface, a chain reaction has already been triggered behind your back. Someone has replayed your name again and again in their mind, weighed every possible outcome, and finally reached the point where hesitation collapsed. This surprise is not impulsive, it is the result of inner pressure building for days, weeks, maybe longer. When it arrives, it will feel sudden to you, but for them, it was inevitable. Amen. 444. This is why you must stay connected, stay present, and stay aligned with this message. Moments like these do not repeat often, and when they come, they test whether you are awake enough to receive them. Let your energy speak, let your presence be felt, and let this message move through others who are also standing on the edge of something powerful. What you engage with right now multiplies the impact of what is about to reach you. Amen. 555. Remember this and let it anchor you, something huge is waiting for you. In this very hour, a decision turns into action, silence turns into expression, and distance turns into connection. Do not doubt, do not rush, and do not look away. You are exactly where you need to be to witness what unfolds next, and once it begins, there is no rewind. Amen. 666. Right now, an unseen shift is taking place, and you can feel it if you slow your breath and listen inward. This is the kind of moment when intuition grows louder than logic, when your heart senses movement before your eyes can confirm it. Someone is stepping out of their comfort zone, breaking a pattern they swore they would never break, all because the thought of losing this chance became heavier than their fear. This is not drama, this is destiny correcting its course. Amen. 777. There is a reason your emotions may feel heightened, your thoughts unusually focused, or your awareness sharper than normal. These sensations are signals, not imagination. The surprise approaching you carries weight. It is meant to validate your journey, not confuse it. When it reaches you, pieces of your past will suddenly make sense, and the struggle you once questioned will reveal its purpose. This hour holds the power to reframe your entire story. Amen. 888. Hold steady and repeat this truth without hesitation. Something huge is waiting for you. You are not late, you are not unprepared, and you are not overlooked. Everything is aligning in perfect timing, and what is moving toward you cannot miss its destination. Stay open, stay calm, and stay ready, because the moment that finds you next will not ask for permission to change you. Amen. 999. This hour is tightening now, and the air around you carries a quiet urgency. Something irreversible is forming. Once it happens, there will be no going back to how things were before. Someone has crossed an internal line, choosing truth over delay, action over silence. You may sense a pull to stay here, to listen closely, to remain connected to this moment, and that pull is not accidental. Staying aligned right now strengthens what is about to manifest in your life. Amen. 1111. What is coming will test your awareness, not your patience. The surprise will arrive when your guard is down, when you least expect confirmation, and that is exactly why it will land so deeply. This message, gesture, or encounter carries meaning far beyond the surface. It is meant to be acknowledged, felt, and remembered. When moments like this are witnessed and shared through presence, their power expands instead of fading. Amen. 1222. Anchor this final truth firmly within you. Something huge is waiting for you. You are standing at the edge of an hour that separates before from after. Do not distract yourself now. Do not underestimate what seems small. What unfolds next will quietly mark a turning point, and one day, you will look back and realize everything changed right here. Amen. 1333. This is the final stretch of the hour, and the energy around you is no longer subtle, it is deliberate. What was once only a thought has now become motion. Someone is already preparing the words, the action, or the gesture that will reach you, and once it does, it will feel like time briefly pauses. This is the kind of moment that imprints itself into memory, not because it is loud, but because it is true. What approaches you now carries intention, not confusion. Amen. 1444. Do not rush your reaction when it happens. Let it arrive fully. Let your heart register it before your mind tries to analyze it. This surprise is meant to awaken clarity, not questions. It is designed to remind you of your value, your timing, and your place in the bigger picture. The reason it comes now is simple: you are finally ready to receive it without fear, without doubt, and without shrinking yourself. Amen. 1555. Hold this sentence steady, as if it were written into your future. Something huge is waiting for you. This hour does not end in silence, it ends in realization. Whatever reaches you next will quietly confirm that you were being guided all along, even when you felt unsure. Stay present until the last minute passes, because destiny does not knock twice when the door is already open. Amen. 1666. Now the hour stands almost complete, and the shift you were warned about is pressing closer. What is about to happen will feel oddly familiar, as if your soul already rehearsed this moment before your mind could catch up. Someone is acting with a strange mix of urgency and relief, because holding this surprise any longer became impossible. This is the release point, the instant where truth chooses to arrive rather than remain hidden. Amen. 1777. When it reaches you, notice how your inner resistance dissolves instead of rising. That is how you will know this moment is real. This surprise is not meant to disturb your peace, it is meant to confirm it. You may realize that something you once worried about no longer has power over you, because this arrival changes your emotional balance. What once felt uncertain now begins to feel grounded, stable, and aligned. Amen. 1888. Seal this truth inside you as the hour completes its work. Something huge is waiting for you. You were guided here to witness the turning, not to question it. What unfolds next is not the end, it is the beginning of a new internal chapter where clarity replaces anticipation. Stay aware, stay calm, and stay open, because the impact of this moment will continue unfolding long after the clock moves on. Amen. 1999. Now that the moment has touched your life, a quiet realization begins to spread through you. This is how real change feels, not explosive, not chaotic, but deeply certain. Someone has finally done what they promised themselves they would do, when the time feels right, and that time has arrived through you. You may notice your thoughts slowing down, your chest feeling lighter, as if something heavy has been gently lifted without effort. This is confirmation, not coincidence. Amen. 2111. What makes this hour unforgettable is not just the surprise itself, but what it awakens inside you. You begin to see how protected you were, how delays saved you, how silence shaped strength. The person behind this moment did not come to confuse you, they came because clarity demanded expression. This is the type of turning point that realigns priorities, restores confidence, and quietly rewrites what you expect from life moving forward. Amen. 2222. Let this truth settle completely within you now, something huge is waiting for you. Even after this hour passes, its impact will continue unfolding in layers, through signs, through conversations, through inner certainty. Do not rush ahead. Let the meaning reveal itself naturally. You were meant to arrive here fully aware, fully present, and fully ready for what comes next. Amen. 2333. As the energy settles, you may realize that this was never about a single moment, it was about alignment finally locking into place. What reached you was only the first signal, the opening note of a much larger shift. Someone has set a process in motion, and now events will begin to unfold with unusual clarity. You might feel an inner calm mixed with anticipation, because deep down you know this was necessary for the next phase of your life to begin. Amen. 2444. Pay attention to what feels different now. Your reactions are steadier, your thoughts clearer, your sense of direction stronger. This is because uncertainty has lost its grip. The surprise you received was meant to activate confidence, not dependency. It reminds you that you are seen, valued, and chosen, not by chance, but by conscious intention. What once felt distant now feels reachable, and what once felt heavy now feels manageable. Amen. 2555. Carry this truth forward as you step beyond this hour. Something huge is waiting for you. This was not the climax, it was the signal that the path ahead is open. Stay grounded, stay observant, and trust the flow that has begun. The next confirmations will arrive naturally, and when they do, you will recognize them without doubt. Amen. 2666. What you are feeling now is not excitement alone, it is recognition. Something inside you understands that a cycle has closed and another has quietly begun. The surprise you experienced was not meant to answer everything at once, it was meant to awaken certainty. Someone has made space for you in their reality, and that decision carries weight far beyond words. This is how destiny moves, softly, but with authority. Amen. 2777. Notice how your perspective has shifted without effort. The questions that once circled your mind no longer demand answers. That is because assurance has replaced doubt. This hour marked a handover, from waiting to knowing, from hoping to trusting. What was initiated here will continue to unfold step by step, each one clearer than the last, each one guiding you forward with purpose. Amen. 2888. Hold this truth gently but firmly as you move ahead, something huge is waiting for you. Not everything reveals itself instantly, but everything reveals itself in time. Stay attentive to signs, stay honest with your feelings, and stay aligned with the calm that now surrounds you. The journey has shifted, and you are walking it with awareness. Amen. 2999. Now understand this clearly, the hour did not just change circumstances, it changed you. Something inside has stabilized, as if an invisible weight has finally found its place and no longer needs to be carried. This is the moment after impact, when reality settles and truth becomes undeniable. Someone acted, something shifted, and the ripple has already begun moving outward into areas of your life you haven't even looked at yet. This was precise timing, not luck. Amen. 3111. From this point forward, you will notice synchronicities increasing. Conversations will align, opportunities will feel intentional, and decisions will come with less resistance. That is because the surprise you received unlocked momentum. What was stagnant is now fluid. What felt blocked is now responding. The universe rewards awareness, and you stayed present when it mattered most. This is why clarity feels natural instead of forced. Amen. 3222. Seal this truth once more, because it will guide you beyond today. Something huge is waiting for you. This was only the first confirmation, not the final destination. Stay centered, stay observant, and do not rush the unfolding. What is building now has structure, depth, and longevity, and it will reveal itself layer by layer, exactly when you are ready. Amen. 3333. What unfolds now is subtle but powerful, the kind of shift that doesn't seek attention yet changes everything it touches. You may notice that your confidence feels quieter but stronger, no longer dependent on proof. That is because the hour you just passed anchored something permanent within you. Someone's action created movement, but your readiness allowed it to take root. This is stability being born from trust. Amen. 3444. As you move forward, you will sense a new rhythm guiding your choices. You won't need to force decisions or chase clarity, it will meet you naturally. The surprise that arrived was not an ending, it was a permission slip to step fully into alignment. This is how long-term change begins, not with urgency, but with inner certainty that refuses to be shaken. Amen. 3555. Carry this final reminder gently with you, something huge is waiting for you. Even beyond this moment, guidance continues. Stay present, stay honest, and stay receptive to what unfolds next. You are no longer waiting, you are walking forward, fully aware that what comes next is meant for you. Amen. 3666. Now a deeper understanding settles in. You were never meant to rush into the next chapter, only to recognize when it quietly arrived. The shift that began earlier is still unfolding, layering insight upon insight. You may feel a renewed sense of self-respect, a calm certainty that you no longer need external validation to move forward. This is what alignment feels like when it becomes permanent, not temporary. Amen. 3777. Notice how your inner dialogue changes. Where there was noise, there is now focus. Where there was doubt, there is now direction. This is because the surprise did more than arrive, it reorganized your priorities. Someone's action mirrored your growth back to you, confirming that the work you did in silence was seen and honored. This recognition fuels clarity without creating dependency. Amen. 3888. Hold this truth steady as you continue. Something huge is waiting for you. Not everything is meant to arrive at once, but everything arrives with purpose. Trust the pace, honor the calm, and remain open to the next signal. What is forming now has depth and longevity, and you are exactly where you need to be to receive it. Amen. 3999. At this stage, awareness deepens rather than expands. You begin to understand that what truly changed was not the outside world, but your relationship with it. The hour that passed did not demand anything from you, it offered clarity, and you accepted it without resistance. Someone's decision intersected with your readiness, and that intersection created balance instead of chaos. This is how sustainable transformation begins. Amen. 4111. You may now sense a quiet authority in your presence. You no longer feel the need to explain yourself or seek reassurance. This is because the surprise validated your inner truth, not your expectations. The path ahead feels less crowded, less pressured, and more intentional. What unfolds next will build upon this foundation, ensuring that each step forward is deliberate and grounded. Amen. 4222. Carry this knowing with calm confidence, something huge is waiting for you. The journey continues, but it no longer feels uncertain. Stay attentive, stay receptive, and trust the unfolding. What lies ahead will meet you with the same precision that brought you to this moment. Amen. 4333. Now comes integration, the phase where everything you felt, sensed, and realized begins to settle into daily awareness. The shift no longer feels new, yet it feels undeniably real. You may notice that your reactions are calmer, your choices more intentional, and your sense of direction clearer than before. This is the sign that the change has anchored itself within you, not just passed through. Amen. 4444. Someone's action created a moment, but your presence turned it into meaning. This is why the impact continues even after the hour has passed. You are no longer looking outward for confirmation, you are responding inward with certainty. This internal alignment allows future opportunities to approach you without resistance, because you are now moving at the same frequency as what is meant for you. Amen. 4555. Hold this truth as a steady compass, something huge is waiting for you. The path ahead unfolds naturally when you remain grounded and aware. There is no need to rush, no need to force outcomes. What continues from here will arrive with the same quiet precision that marked this turning point. Amen. 4666. This is the moment of quiet strength, where nothing needs to be proven anymore. The shift that began earlier has now matured into confidence, and confidence into trust. You may feel less compelled to speak and more comfortable observing, because clarity no longer demands explanation. What arrived in that hour continues to protect and guide you, even when everything seems ordinary on the surface. Amen. 4777. Your awareness has sharpened, not in urgency, but in depth. You recognize patterns sooner, feel intentions more clearly, and move with greater self-respect. This is not because life has slowed down, but because you are no longer resisting its flow. Someone's decision aligned with your growth, confirming that the timing was not random, it was earned through patience and self-honesty. Amen. 4888. Carry this final reminder forward with steadiness, something huge is waiting for you. Not as anticipation, but as assurance. The journey ahead is supported, intentional, and unfolding exactly as it should. Stay present, stay grounded, and let what comes next meet you in its own perfect time. Amen. 4999. This is where certainty becomes your natural state. You no longer question whether the shift was real, you know it was. The calm you feel now is not emptiness, it is fullness without noise. What entered your life did not come to excite you temporarily, it came to stabilize you permanently. Someone's action unlocked a new baseline for you, and from here on, you move with quiet confidence instead of restless expectation. Amen. 5111. You may notice that your patience has deepened and your reactions have softened. That is because fear has lost its influence. The surprise that arrived did more than change a moment, it rewired how you trust timing. You are no longer chasing signs, signs are naturally finding you. This is the reward of staying present when the hour mattered most. Amen. 5222. Let this truth live within you as a settled knowing, something huge is waiting for you. Not as suspense, not as pressure, but as alignment already in motion. What continues from here will unfold steadily, clearly, and with purpose. You are no longer standing at the edge, you are already walking forward. Amen. 5333. This is the phase of quiet expansion, where growth happens without noise. You may not feel dramatic emotions now, but something stronger has taken their place, inner stability. The moment that arrived earlier did not rush you forward, it positioned you correctly. Someone's choice aligned with your readiness, and that alignment is now reshaping how you see yourself and your future. This is maturity of destiny, not excitement of chance. Amen. 5444. You will notice that your energy no longer leaks into unnecessary worries. Your focus sharpens, your boundaries strengthen, and your intuition feels more trustworthy than ever. This is because uncertainty has completed its role. The surprise that entered your life was never meant to overwhelm you, it was meant to empower you quietly, so your next steps feel natural instead of forced. Amen. 5555. Hold this truth as calm assurance, not anticipation. Something huge is waiting for you. What waits now is not chaos, not confusion, but continuation. Stay grounded, stay aware, and stay aligned with the calm you carry. From this point forward, your path responds to you with clarity, because you are finally moving in rhythm with it. Amen. 5666. This is where understanding turns into wisdom. You no longer replay the moment, you absorb it. What once felt like a surprise now feels like a confirmation that arrived exactly on schedule. Someone's action did not disrupt your life, it refined it. You may sense a deeper respect for your own journey now, realizing that nothing was wasted, not the waiting, not the silence, not the patience you were forced to learn. Amen. 5777. Your inner world feels organized, as if scattered pieces finally found their place. This is because truth has settled in, and truth brings order. The energy around you responds differently now, less resistance, fewer doubts, more flow. You are no longer preparing for a shift, you are living inside it. This is the calm power that comes after alignment locks in. Amen. 5888. Let this truth remain steady within you, something huge is waiting for you. Not ahead as uncertainty, but alongside you as momentum. What continues from here will unfold naturally, without strain or confusion. Stay present, stay centered, and trust the quiet progress, because the path is no longer forming, it is already open. Amen. 5999. This is the stage where movement feels effortless. You are no longer reacting to life, you are responding with awareness. The shift that began earlier has now blended into your identity, shaping how you think, decide, and trust yourself. Someone's choice became a turning point, but your acceptance transformed it into strength. This is what it feels like when destiny stops pushing and starts walking beside you. Amen. 6111. You may notice that situations which once drained you no longer hold power. Your energy is protected, your focus refined, and your inner balance restored. This is because clarity has replaced anticipation. The surprise that arrived did its work quietly, clearing internal space so that what comes next can enter without resistance. You are no longer bracing for impact, you are prepared for continuity. Amen. 6222. Hold this truth with grounded confidence, something huge is waiting for you. Not as suspense, not as uncertainty, but as progression already underway. Stay steady, stay conscious, and stay aligned with this calm momentum. What unfolds next will not shock you, it will feel right. Amen. 6333